Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe at your home place or residence where you live. Inshallah, Ameen. I'm your teacher, Ms. Sobianas from the Smart School Sir Syed Ahmad Khan campuses and Johor campus. This is your History Geography subject recorded class of class 8, and today we will discuss your history section chapter, that is United States, the United Nations, sorry. Before starting discussion, I want to tell you some of the important things that I all the time in previous recorded videos also discussed and try to tell you to do, and even now will tell you. Students, we are making these recorded videos for your sake, as we all know that now we are not having interaction, or we are not interacted with each other within schools. So some of the times you are getting difficulties regarding your chapters, or regarding your topics that are included in your chapters. So in that manners, to cope up with the problems, that as we all know that now it is almost impossible to cover all or to learn, or to revise, or to memorize all the aspects, or all the explanation that we have done in live classes for you now. So these recorded classes help you to understand your difficult points, or understand the things that are not clear to you all in the live session. So students, kindly watch your videos, it will be helpful for you in all terms. Now let's start explanation. Students, kindly listen to the explanation carefully of this recorded video so that you can be cleared with the chapter. In the World War 1914 and 18, more than 15,000 million people, mainly soldiers, died. Twice as many were wounded, and billions of dollars worth of damage was caused to towns, cities, industries, and agriculture. Wounded means zakham. Some countries, at the suggestion of USA, said that such a war should never happen again, and an international organization called the League of Nations was set up to try to prevent future conflicts. That means now, because there were at that time there was no institution like that. Oh, sorry, there was no, that any kind of organization present at that time who will who will resolve the conflicts behind the, or between the states that are fighting to each other. So they, at that time, they started of thinking, or they set up League of Nations, tried to prevent future conflicts. The league set up departments to look at social affairs, to stop slavery and drug trading, to put shipping on a वर्ल्ड बेसिस. ठीक है, दैट मीन्स स्लेवरी रोकी जाए, यानी जो मार दिया जाता है सज़ा दी जाती है. शिपिंग ऑन अ वर्ल्ड बेसिस, ठीक है, और पूरी दुनिया में शिपमेंट्स का वो होना चाहिए, सोशल अफेयर्स लुक आफ्टर होने चाहिए. Unfortunately, the world was not ready for such an organization in 1920, and only 63 nations joined the League of Nations. In starting जो है वो बहुत सारी जो वर्ल्ड कंट्रीज़ थी वो इस चीज़ के लिए रेडी नहीं थी इन 1920s, सॉरी, बट 63 nations joined League of Nations. The USA never joined, nor did Russia for a long time. If the League criticized any country, it just left. यानी जो भी कंट्री इस पर क्रिटिसाइज करती थी वो छोड़ देती थी. द लीग हैड नो फोर्स टू ट्राई टू कंट्रोल नेशंस, एंड ऑल इट कोड to was to impose sanctions, that it is to get the other nation to refuse to trade. Of course, if one country stopped supplying weapons or oil to a country at war, they do so. Now, the League was really a club of Western nations. A few of old European countries held all the power. In most ways, The League of Nations was failure, but some of its departments such as court, international justice were good. ठीक है, बेसिकली तो लीग जो थी वो एक failure point थी, क्योंकि it will not be that much successful that the people of that time think so. But some of the departments like international justice, court of justice, और बहुत सारे जो डिपार्टमेंट्स थे, कुछ डिपार्टमेंट सॉरी, दे आर सक्सेसफुल. Perhaps the most important result of the league was that it showed the nation after World War I what would not work for an international organization was abolished in 1946 when United Nations was created. और फिर ये लीग ऑफ नेशन जो है वो डिमोलिश की गई, अबॉलिश की गई और United Nations form हुई. This organization that in order to be successful in its mission, it needed the support of the world's powerful nations. The strength of this organization came from its near universal membership. Today, we can see that 192 countries are the members of United Nations. There are only 6 countries which do not belong. 4 are tiny island states in Pacific, which are too small, and 2 for political reasons. These 2 are Taiwan, which the United Nations considered part of China, and the Vatican City, which belongs to Roman Catholic Church. Now, further we will discuss about the structures of United Nations that include the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Secretariat, the Economic and Social Council, International Court of Justice, and so on. Let's start discussion. The General Assembly is the main body of United Nations, यानी United Nations की main body होती है and has 193 member countries. ठीक है, 193 members of countries हैं. The latest being South Sudan. Each member country, regardless of its size, has one vote. चाहे वो कितनी भी बड़ी है, जैसी भी है, उसका एक ही वोट होता है. चाइनीज एंड मरीनो एंड जाइन चाइना ईच हैव द सेम वोटिंग पावर, यानी कोई भी अपने एरिया के हिसाब से वो नहीं होता, वोटिंग पावर सबकी सेम. द जनरल असेंबली अंडरटेक्स ऑल मेजर डिसीजंस अबाउट इश्यूज दैट आर रेज्ड फॉर कंसिडरेशन. और जितनी भी असेंबली का जो मेंबर्स हैं अंडरटेक ऑल द मेजर डिसीजंस about issues that are raised for consideration. It also provides a platform for countries to present ideas and debate issues. Like for example, nowadays we are increasing or we are raising voice on Kashmir issue in United Nations. ठीक है, so it's a platform where we debate or where we give idea for any kind of issues or problems. The General Assembly meets annually in regular session. और मेंबर्स जो होते हैं सब एक जनरल असेंबली जो है वो एनुअल एक रेगुलर सेशन में मिलती है एक दूसरे से. बट स्पेशल मीटिंग आर ऑल्सो कॉल्ड टू डील विद एमरजेंसीज और स्पेसिफिक अर्जेंट इशूज़. लेकिन अगर कोई फॉर एग्जांपल अर्जेंट इशू होते हैं तो दे हैव अर्जेंट मीटिंग और अर्जेंट सेशंस फॉर दिस ऑल टू प्रिजाइड ओवर द असेंबली. द नेक्स्ट वन इज द सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल. is the most powerful body, a kind of cabinet for United Nations. और जो ये security council है most powerful body और cabinet form of thing है for United Nations. It has 5 permanent members. How many members have they have permanent members? China, Russia, France, the USA and UK. United States of America and United Kingdom, we say because these countries were the most involved in World War II. और ये क्योंकि ये countries World War II में बहुत involved थी. And the 15 other members elected by General Assembly for 2 years. These are chosen to represent all types of states. Africa and Asia have 5 members. और इसमें जो है Africa, Asia have 5 members each. ठीक है. Latin America has 2 members. Eastern Europe has 1. And there are 2 for the rest of the world. और बाकी जो world है they are having 2 members. Western Europe and the USA, the assembly tries to get a balance among rich, poor, large and small nations. अच्छा, इस असेंबली की वर्किंग है टू गेट बैलेंस बिटवीन rich, poor, large, small, all kind of nations. The Security Council is the main driving body of the United Nations. It puts up ideas which have to be approved by the General Assembly. If the matter is urgent war, for example, a special meeting of General Assembly is called. ठीक है, in case of urgent matter, they called a special meeting in General Assembly. The decisions of the Security Councils are binding on all UN member countries. Next, your next heading is the Secretariat. The Security Council and the General Assembly make the decisions. ठीक है, ये जो दो इदारे हैं, they will make the decision, but a very large number of officials and civil servants is needed to plan them in detail and to carry them out. ठीक है, but before implementing before making any decisions, we have to be very clear with the plan to implement these decisions. So we have needed officials and civil servants that can those who can make the plan properly for this implementation of the decisions. This body is called Secretariat, और ये जो इदारा है, ये body है, this is called Secretariat, and its head is the Secretary General, who has one of the most important jobs in the world. और Secretary General इनका जो head होता है, is the most important job in the world. He is formally chosen by General Assembly, और इनका जो selection होता है by General Assembly after nomination by the Security Council for a 5-year term. He is in effect the UN Prime Minister, and it is a tradition that he is chosen from one of the smaller countries. और ये जो है वो इसकी practice है कि they choose, or the secretary chooses person from the smaller countries, and as far as possible those which are not too closely linked to any of the major powerful political states. मतलब कोई ऐसी मेजर पावरफुल पॉलिटिकल स्टेट से कंसर्न ना हो जिसका. The present Secretary General is I think according to book it's the old one. We will come up with the real name or of the present secretary later on. Previous secretaries have been from the Republic of Korea, Norway, Sweden, Burma, and so on. And sometimes actual fighting, the Secretary General asks countries if they are willing to supply force. मतलब वो चाहते हैं कि to stop this dispute or to resolve this dispute, तो उनको forces चाहिए, और अगर further continuation के लिए. UNICEF, United Nations Children Funds, tries to provide basic health care and education to children, particularly in developing world. ठीक है. UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, tries to encourage collaboration between nations and share knowledge in education, science and culture, books, theatre, dance, music, etc. International Labour Office, this was an organization taken over from old League of Nations. It is based in Switzerland and tries to improve working and living conditions. That means try to improve job conditions and living conditions, try to improve wages, technical cooperation and democracy in the workplace. Food and Agriculture Organizations works to improve agricultural standards among poorer countries. Like for example, there are so many countries who are not able to meet the advanced technologies to enhance their agriculture system so that they have enough food for the people. World Health Organization try to improve the standard of health throughout the world by improving conditions such as sanitation, immunization against disease such as malaria, and research to find out the cause of illness. It has a special program for training mothers in developing countries. We all can see that nowadays in regard of coronavirus, World Health Organization is doing so much work to aware people of this pandemic coronavirus. International Monetary Fund tries to stabilize the financial status, especially of developing countries, and to expand trade. Some other important UN agencies are the United Nations Development Fund, International Atomic Energy Agency, United Nations Human Rights Council, and so on. Now your next heading is International Court of Justice. This too was taken over from the League of Nations. It is the judicial arm of the United Nations and it is based in the Hague, Netherlands. It consists of 15 international judges और जो है इसमें 15 international judges होते हैं and it works for the United Nations elected by the Security Council and General Assembly. Their function is to hear and settle dispute between countries. और उनका क्या working होती है? To settle dispute between countries. The United Nations also has agencies which deal with international postal and telecommunication services, with weather forecasting, industrial development, shipping, airlines, and of course providing troops to keep peace when there has been or when there is a situation and there have been a situation of war. Your next heading is Organization of the Islamic Cooperation. Earlier, it was known as the Organization of the Islamic Conference. This is an association of 57 Islamic nations. इसमें जो है 57 Islamic nation included है, which tries to resolve problems of the Muslim world. Yani to cope up with the problems or to come up with the solutions for the problems of the Muslim world and to increase economic, social, cultural, and educational and scientific relations among them. It is also tries to support peace and security among all nations, and it also works for peace and security for all the nations and protect the holy places, like for example Holy Kaaba and all that. OIC began in 1967 in Rabat, Morocco, with 44 members from Asia, okay, Africa and Middle East, but more have been added as countries become independent. जैसे जो है countries independent होती गई, they have been added to this organization. There are 3 countries which, though not generally considered Muslim, have strong ties with Islam: Thailand, Bosnia, and the Central African Republic. The immediate problem facing the organizations are Palestine, Muslim minorities, freedom for some African states, and improvement of human rights. These are the problems that they are facing right now. It tries to improve education by building and equipping new schools, universities, and to give better health and welfare programs to the member states, okay? So that they can give education to people also, to have good education, and they have took initiatives also for that, some of which are desperately poor. One of its long-term aims to establish an Islamic common market like that in Europe. Your next heading is the League of Arab States, or we can say the Arab League of States. The League of Arab States, informally known as the Arab League, is an association of a number of independent states, mostly Arabic speaking. We can understand it from the name or from the heading. It aims is to link them more closely together and help one another and the Arabic world in general. Like for example, we have Muslim states now, in which all the states like Asian countries of Indian countries that are Muslim states and all the Muslim states. But in this, we have mostly Arab nations to resolve the problems they are working. It is a kind of mini United Nations of Arab world, okay? And many of its organizations are similar to those of UN itself. The League, whose headquarters are in Cairo, tries to deal with political, economical, social, and cultural problems that affect the member states. Now, it is particularly interested in preventing ancient Arabic manuscripts and culture. यानी इनका जो पुराना जो है वो manuscript है, culture है, their old reserves they are trying to prevent them, especially for girls, fighting crime and drugs, and welfare of children. It encourages exchanges and exporters program also between member states, deal with working conditions and wages, especially among the many Arabs who work in other countries. Yani, they are working for the import export system within the countries, Arab countries, so that they can, you know, serve all the peoples in terms of jobs, also those who are working outside. The Arab League was founded in Cairo in 1945. It has 22 member states: Egypt, Iraq, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Yemen, Algeria, Bahrain, Djibouti, Kuwait, Libya, Mauritania, Morocco, Oman, Syria, Comoros, Qatar, Somalia, Yemen, Sudan, Tunisia, and the United Arab Emirates. The Palestine Liberation Organization had been recognized as the member since the beginning. Now, your next heading is the Regional Cooperation for Development (RCD). This organization was established in 1964 by Iraq, Turkey, and Pakistan. मतलब इन तीनों कंट्रीज ने मिलकर बनाई to promote trade between three countries. It got much support during the government of President Ayub Khan और अयूब खान के दौर में से बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट हासिल हुई. Sorry. The countries cooperated in the field of science, technology, tourism, and defense. Both Iran and Turkey are very strong in their support of Pakistan. This we can see in the present situation, even in terms of Kashmir issue and so many things. And Iran also offered to mediate between Pakistan and India to help resolve these issues. The RCD was an active organization until 1979 when it dissolved. It was reformed in 1985 as the Economic Cooperation Organization. Its main aim is to use the resources of the region to develop member states for trade. Yani, its basic work is of trade, import, exports. We can say a cultural institutions has been established to encourage arts, sports, education, literature, and media among them. I hope you all are clear with the chapter really well. Till your next recorded class, I hope you will be fine. Take care. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.